when they looked threatening. And I was about to say, if you come to me first, I was going to say, is it a case of Arsenal being that bad and then being that good? Well, I think that is the answer after that stat. 4 goals in the qualifying games and 3 goals tonight in 1 game. I just think Arsenal were so disorganised. It was as if they just went out in the later stages of this competition, the biggest competition you can play in club football, and they were so disorganised. So disorganised.
You're blaming the manager for that?
Yeah, I have to, and I'll make a... And you will come back to it, because we spoke about it at half-time at Barcelona. They told you to do what? Get your toes on that white line and don't move. If your 2 wide men are out there, you're stretching the back 4 you're playing against. If your 2 wide men are in there all the time, your back 4 come in and they're happier being in that situation. They can all hold hands and have all got cover for each other. The run you want from your wide players is out to in. You don't want it from in to out because you're running away from goal. And Arsenal tonight, for that back 4 of Monaco's, it was a dream to play against. 0 threat other than the first 10 minutes.
But I mean, it's not just the wide men who were to blame, though, was it, Thierry? I mean, if you were to pick the 11 best players individually out there, they'd have all been wearing blue rather than red, wouldn't they?
Yes, I'm going to have to agree with you. Maybe the only time that someone did it is when Theo Walcott came on, because he had that typical winger movement, being out and tucking in, and that's how they created a couple from him. But I'm going to have to agree with you. Lack of discipline from the guys playing out wide. Is it also because they were not seeing the ball enough? The ball wasn't frustrating. So there were frustration. Monaco is good at that.
He's a striker. He wants to play through the middle. And when he's not getting the ball in wide areas, he becomes undisciplined. And that's when he starts to wander. And the worrying point, when you say we're blaming the manager, blame the coaching staff and the manager, in the first half, we're saying, Danny, please stay wide, please stay wide. That is right in front of the dugout, right in front of his bench. And I didn't see in the 45 minutes anyone from the bench come out and say, will you come and stand here? Will you come and stand here? Tell me the story, repeat the story.
No, I have to agree with you, because obviously when I left Arsenal to go to Barcelona, I used to love to run in behind and whatnot. So every time I wanted to join the play, Pep was telling me, stay on the line. Every time I was stepping up, stay on the line. If not, you're going to come and sit with me and watch the game. So I was staying on the line.
And if you're, you get my point, if you're playing against the 3 strikers that are always playing like that, the full-backs come in and hold hands with centre-backs. It's a dream for them.
But how would you... I think there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, I think it's a big point. How do you think the quality of some of the defending this evening, Jamie? I mean, these are players who play up against Diego Costa and Sergio Aguero and so on and so forth every week, but they didn't look like it tonight.
Graham said we said that this is a really good Monaco side. They're 11 points behind Lyon. 4 or 5 of their players weren't playing today, their best players. Toulalan is such an important player, but he wasn't even on the pitch. I don't think we can say that. I just think that Arsenal today were just off the cuff. Everything that is bad about Arsenal we saw today over the last 5 or 6 years. Now, he sort of, I would say, stumbled across playing Coquelin in midfield when he gets Man City, and we thought, now, this is the answer. They've got a defensive midfield player. He took him off. Granted, he was booked. They ended up with a midfield with Cazorla, fantastic technical player. Then Rosicky comes on. They got Oxlade-Chamberlain. They couldn't tackle a hot dinner. You know, you need... And then you're playing against a side that's so well organised. The 2 midfield players for Monaco were... Kondogbia was incredible tonight. Organised, disciplined. He let everybody else go and play. And that was the difference. And I looked at that Arsenal side down, I thought, that's where we've been going wrong for so many years now. And it was... almost all came home to roost tonight.
Saying that. How many years have we been speaking about Arsenal and a different type of midfield player? Arsenal is trying to play the ultimate football, but they're all really good and neat and tidy on the ball, all very creative. Well, all the successful teams have a contrast, they have a combination of midfield players. People who can break things up, people who work hard just to put the ball under pressure, to make the player with the ball go somewhere they don't want to go, or a misplaced pass. Arsenal, and I'll say it, and I'll keep saying it, are too easy to play against. And that was a perfect example. For me, an average team has blown Arsenal away tonight.